right here, right now, Lord, this is your house. I thank you, Lord, for a dream that came true to life. And I ask you to bless everybody in this room tonight. I don't always do the right thing, and I ask you to forgive me. I need you here with me. Without you in my life, it's empty. I think back how some people did me, like violence was the remedy. Because I think of that now, pray for the enemy. Not because of what I'll do, but because they don't know. There's something better after here. Everybody, so I ask you to forgive them, and we'll hope they see. And I thank you for the love that they've given to me. I will not abuse it, nor will I lead them astray. See, I love them like children, and I see them today. And I pray, no, we pray together. Get us through the bad weather. We love you ever. Let your thought and my heart go hand in hand. I first thought what you start, but I stand for that. And for as long as I can, as long as you permit me, please give me the strength I need to live. Bear with me.
What's up, everybody? It's me. Maybe 420. I am back. Another stream. Hope everyone is in good health, good spirits. Yeah. So you can see today's title is, Ronald Greene. I didn't even want to do this conversation. I had this talk, but I just woke up this morning like, man, like every time I think about it, it's like, how can I not talk about this? Another black man has been killed by the hands of another police officer. Ronald Greene's life mattered too. The police covered it up and they said, oh, it was an accident. It didn't seem like an accident the way they told the story. But anyway, they got swept underneath the rug, and here we are again. And everybody has their own unique story of how they've been encountered by a police officer and how they died. It's crazy. They ain't shooting you in the back, to running in your house, or to shooting in your car. Like, I don't even want to sit there and try to analyze everything that happens, but let's say this situation is unique too, because number one, they covered it up. It's the cover up. It's a cover up. So shouldn't everyone go to jail? The whole police department. The whole department. Everybody should be aware of knowing what the heck happened. They can't sit up here and manipulate the camera or just say, okay, we gonna have footage of this camera. They had this information the whole time, and they covered it up. That's just the whole thing about it. They cover it up, and then two people get fired and one leave. Like, what is that? No. I don't care. Everybody involved in that situation has to go to jail instantly. You didn't say, oh, you get fired. No, you going to jail, bruh. You sit up here and killed the man, and then you covered it up. Like, that guilt is right there. You lied. So that automatically warrants your ass to go to jail. You should be sitting in jail right now. And it said another police officer, the fall, as soon as he found out he's about to get fired, he had a single car accident. Single car. That's what I want to talk about. Single car accident. Yeah, single car. That means you committed suicide because you knew you did some dirt shit. For them to cover it up, and then for 2 years, I mean, you not only lied to the family, you lied to the whole world. You lied to the whole state of Louisiana.
Welcome back, homie.
What's up? You not only lied to the family, you lied to the whole world. The whole world you lied to about this thing. Let's think about that for a second. You told the whole world that this dude had a car accident. For 2 years you lied, covered it up, you continued to work. The police department, and whoever else was involved, knew about it. And then how did information get out? They said it was leaked. They didn't even want this information to get out because they knew how somebody was going to be in trouble. Hmm? So the whole police department need to be investigated, everybody. You know what I'm saying? The FBI, everything, everybody need to show up. The CIA, the National Guard, you know, the President of the United States, and everybody need to show up. I'm just saying. It don't make no sense. The way the footage shows this man on the ground, and he said, I was scared.
I'm scared. I'm just scared. Get out. I'm driving me, Chris.
That's not posing a threat. And then you tasing, and you tasing, man, several times. Telling
Put your hand behind your back. Taser. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. I'm sorry. Put your hands behind your back.
telling him to put his hands behind his back when he's laying on the ground. Let me see. If I'm on the ground, you telling me to put my hands behind my back, and I'm lifting my hands up. Can't you help that along the way? You know, there's just too much of this footage, and I see why they didn't want to show it, because it's evident that what they did was totally wrong. And it's sad that it has to be video coverage these days for, you know, people to get justice, because there was a lot of stuff going on probably behind the footage the cops didn't want nobody to see. Without the footage, no one knew anything about it or even cared to even talk about it. But that doesn't mean that, man, life did not matter. Kicked the boy right over. He trying to get some air. The dude put his foot right on his butt, leaning him back over, and they grabbed him by they shackled this man's feet and then drug him. And then the dude got on his thing and said, yeah, he beat the shit out the dude. You know, people should be just as mad as about this, or even worse mad as about this, as was the George Floyd, because they probably would have got away with the same thing, and that's the evidence right there. You know, if they could have covered that stuff up that happened to George Floyd, they would have got away with it. They would have got away with it. They said, oh, he was justified, or he died in the ambulance, or whatever. You know what I'm saying, or whatever drug he said he was on. And then they would have believed it. The body cam should be always open to the public at all times. There shouldn't be no option to show the police cam, because that tells everything. And what's up with these judges making these decisions? No, why I gotta go to the judge? The city councilman, because them the ones that really make the decision what's gonna happen, if the footage should come out or not. But it shouldn't be up to the city councilman. It should be up to the family. When we heard the story the first time, it's like, nah, we don't believe that. But it wasn't no investigation. It wasn't, release the footage. I don't even think the footage was even talked about. They just, some of those, just, let's say that he hit a tree. And they ain't say nothing about a police cam. And then for this to happen at night, you had to have a tow truck, the autopsy, so they hit everything. Just like the young man that got killed at school, body found in a mattress, organs taken out of his body, found in the school. A kid, a parent child was found in the school in a mattress, and they covered this shit up. They covered it up because people are sleeping, really sleeping on this. And get to that place where only thing we believe is the stuff we see. We got to see it to believe it. We got to see it to be upset about it. Because when I heard about it the first time, it was, you know, pretty much like that. But what can you do? You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, I'm just on the outside looking in. What can a person do? You know what I'm saying? Other than the family members have to pursue these things to get justice and information. But I'm glad that they getting their justice. You know, and I'm sad that the man that had the single car crash, you know what I'm saying, didn't get a chance to survive so he have his day in court. But I'm pretty sure he already knew, you know, what was going on. So either he had a heart attack at the wheel, or, you know, I guess he found a nice brick wall or something and he just ran himself into it, you know, car crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? Suicide, single car crash, however you want to say it. Then they trying to cover that up too. See how they all this cover up, man? They trying to cover that up too. How you gonna have a single car? I want to see the car, and I want to see what the heck he crashed in. He took a whole bottle of pills or something. What was in his system? What was his autopsy like? It's all a cover up. Everything's a cover up. They covering up everything. The fact that they getting away with it is only, you know what I'm saying, allowing them to continue to do it. But once they are not allowed to get away with shit like this, and there'll be some hard ass consequences, just as if, you know what I'm saying, you had a war on drugs, you know, maybe you should have a war on any police officer who want to do some dirt ass shit like he did, or like they did, or like any police officer did to a young black man or woman, you know what I'm saying, is just killing them for no good damn reason, because they frustrated, because they don't know how to be police officers. And stop hiring these fucking police officers who don't know how to control their attitudes. They human beings too, and I get that. You on a high-speed car chase, you know, with the guy who's pretty much getting away from you, and then when he finally stops, you get him out the car and throws him on the ground, and he's telling you he's scared. Instead of you trying to, you know, just take the man to custody and find out what's going on later, you want to beat him up. It's covered it up for 2 years. And the whole police department allowed it to be covered up. Even the governor allowed it to be covered up. And anybody that was involved with the police cams that knew what was going on, and they covered it up. The one took the report and filed the report, covered it up. They knew. The hospital knew. How come the hospital didn't tell the family what the heck happened? How come the family had to go the extra mile just to get an autopsy on their family member? And it's the hospital and the doctor responsibility to tell the family what happened to that person and how it was caused? For 2 years they had to fight. Family members probably ready to give up. But I'm glad they're gonna get their justice though. I'm glad the Green family is gonna get their justice.